autopsy carried out on the body of late gospel singer Osinachi'S Nwachukwu has been concluded. The Nigerian police force has also quickly forewarned the results of the department responsible for prosecution in the Ministry of Justice. The move is expected to nail Peter Nwachukwu, the husband of the deceased, as eyewitnesses and family members say he beats his wife often. The results of the autopsy on late gospel singer Osinachi'S Nwachukwu's body has been released to the police. The Nation newspaper reports that the National Hospital Abuja, which carried out the post-mortem, sent its findings to the police. The force headquarters in turn forwarded the documents to the Directorate of Public Prosecutions, DPP Office of the Attorney General of the Federation for legal advice. The spokesperson of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command, Josephine Ade, also acknowledged receipt of the autopsy report in a statement seen by legit.ng. The result of the autopsy is out and has been forwarded to the Director of Public Prosecution for vetting and possible prosecution. The command therefore urges members of the public to exercise patience and trust in the process while due diligence is being observed in the pursuit of justice, as updates on the case will be communicated consequently. The untimely death of the famous gospel singer on Friday, April 8, was allegedly linked to the husband, Peter Nwachukwu. Peter was said to have had a habit of humiliating his wife, even in front of their kids at any given opportunity. Can you imagine? You see what we're talking about. And the report is expected to send Peter to jail, as Nigerian government had earlier vowed to ensure he is prosecuted if found guilty. Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Pauline Talian, said this in a statement she personally signed and sent to legit.ng on Monday, April 11th. Dame Talian said Peter Nwachukwu, the husband of the late popular gospel artist, will be prosecuted to serve as a deterrent to others, lamenting that the rise in cases of domestic abuse in the country is unacceptable. Recall that neighbors of the Nwachukwus have confirmed that the late gospel artist went through hell in the hands of her husband. One of the neighbors said she always hears Osinachi screaming and her husband addressing her with derogatory words. Another neighbor, from whom Osinachi buys stockfish, said the few times she saw and conversed with her, the singer always looked depressed, tensed, and scared. Meanwhile, if all this is, a lot of people, apart from the people she confided in or that even experienced this maltreatment and all of that, the pastor said he never heard anything. Of course, it's a big church and nobody will want to walk towards or walk up to the pastor. But that was what the pastor said, and she said he didn't know anything. The wife also said she didn't know anything. They didn't tell him anything. But those who were aware of this whole thing, even the parents as well, they have come as, the siblings have come out to say, oh, this and this and that. If neighbors could know all this, I think the best thing, well, the deed has been done, because everybody will now be saying, oh, it would have been this, it would have been this, it would have been that. Now, a lot of people are blaming the man, the woman, that you know that the woman was an asset to you and he just played with the whole thing, just like that. He just played with it. He's going to be facing the consequences. Unfortunately, the people that will be affected most are the children. Because it's not a good story to tell at all. It's not a good story. Even the children, were the experiences, they saw what happened. So I don't know, could it be that a demon possessed the man himself? Am I pleased with that? I just want this watcher to give him a general beating before the life imprisonment to calm our nerves. Have they finished the process already? When did they sit in court and when was he sentenced? That serves him right. I hope other women beaters will learn from him. Let me add hard labor for him. Good for him, no peace for the wicked. You think Osinachi can't speak, therefore nothing will happen. No, something is going to happen. unless there is a confessional statement, the burden of proving that he beats his wife to death rests on the prosecution. Convictions are not made on sentiment or emotions. Convictions are made on hard facts and evidence. Let's be guided, please. I pray that other abusive husbands and wives will learn from this. I hope so. They won't learn. God be praised. Let him face the law, and this serves him right. Since he was not a good husband to his wife, he cannot be a good father to the children. These kids will surely find comfort since their mother's voice is continually being heard in homes and churches. His wife is dead. If he goes to life imprisonment, what will be the fate of their children? Say no to domestic violence, and for the sake of the innocent children, stop the prosecution now. The more Two more should be sent to life imprisonment so that others will learn. When he could just be enjoying the glory and blessing of a woman God brought to his life. Look at Tope Alabi's husband, managing and guiding her. They travel together, well respected all over the world. Why can't this beast move closer to people like that and learn? Osinachi will forever be missed. That is it. That is it. It's just unfortunate. And that's why I said, could it be that the demon really possessed him? That he will just, and nobody could talk to him, and nobody could really intervene. And the woman was, oh, please don't let people know. But a lot of people were already aware. So I don't know what she was even hiding. What she was hiding. Lifetime imprisonment with hard labor. He abused to death a gift that was a blessing to him, the whole nation and beyond. A fact he can't deny. Whatever the verdict will be, he deserves it. Diametrically against women abuse is too much these days. For God's sake, they deserve some level of love in spite of what? Life imprisonment only. Thought his death sentence. Thought he said he was not guilty after all the witnesses. Of course, you don't expect him to just say, oh yes, I'm guilty. Of course, he will deny. And he will be entitled to a lawyer. He will deny. The lawyer will tell him to deny. But if he can only prove to, beyond reasonable that he was not guilty or he's not guilty, they should allow him to visit his in-law family and tell them what happened, because I heard he visited them last in 2017. He needs to see the elders and youth before going to prison with hardest labor. Now, wow. Let justice prevail. This will serve as a lesson to other men involved in domestic violence. So, guys, let's say your opinion. This is just really a pity.